Hey guys, how y'all doing today? Day 3,800,000,000 of this COVID-19 crisis. My hair is getting long and unruly, as you can see. Yeah, getting there. I'm not going to go on strike about it, or I'm not going to launch a protest about it. I can't get a haircut. Oh no, isn't life horrible? I mean, somehow we'll all recover. I'm sure of it. Uh, I really wanted to make a video today about how I mean, if you've seen any of my videos, you know I'm a big supporter of the basic income. I've been a supporter of the basic income for over 10 years now, and I really think that it's an important aspect of building a more civilized society. I think that we need to stop pretending like we are equals in this society. We live in a two-tier society. You have owners, and then you have the people who sell themselves to those owners, otherwise known as wage slaves, right? Um, it's not a joke or hyperbolic. That's the situation. And it's become really obvious and really, really unfair during this crisis, right? That there are millions of people who are getting the CERB because they can't work, because to ask them to work is would be lunacy, something that a death cult would do. Ask people to sacrifice their lives so that Jeff Bezos can make another $1 million or something, right? Like, it's absolutely asinine and absurd. Uh, but just yesterday, I went to the grocery store, right, and I'm shopping for my groceries, and I'm looking at the people who are stocking the shelves, wearing masks, wearing gloves, cleaning the store, who are responsible for ensuring that people are distancing safely, who are responsible uh, for such a crucial and important thing to our society. We call them essential workers, right? But they are not receiving any compensation for this. They're not receiving any extra compensation outside of, like, just continue working. Meanwhile, me, right? I I am out of work, right? I am subsisting off of the CERB, uh, and I am making as much as they are, right? Think of the insanity of that, right? That I am here at home, not doing anything, and they are running grocery stores. They're running the LCBO, right? They're people who are transit workers, these sorts of things, and they have seen no increase in their compensation whatsoever. And they've been told that they're essential, that they must do this work, and that they can't be laid off, they can't claim CRB, none of this kind of stuff. And this is why it's so absolutely crucial that a basic income becomes universal, right? That uh, that people who are working, even people who are working, still receive a basic income, right? Yeah, to do otherwise just maintains sort of the welfare trap that already exists in our society, where if you're out of work, you get benefits, but then if you start to work, you lose those benefits. And there's no middle ground, right? You can't just, like, pick up, like, a part-time job, work once a day, or once a week rather, like 1 day a week or something. Maybe get a little money on the side to kind of augment your benefits, or any of that kind of stuff, right? There's no negotiation. It is, you're either working or you're not, and that's a terrible way to build a benefit system of any sort. People should receive a basic income. The CERB should be extended to be universal for everybody, and that should augment the money that they make from that should be included in the money they make from work. And those two sources of income should simply go to that individual, and it should be that simple. And if that makes these people who are working in this high pressure, high stress, very difficult situation look at one another and say, I don't know, man, like, I kind of think I want to get out of this. Good. Off they go. Like, one thing I think about all the time is, like, I would not mind I have the CERB, and I would not mind going over to the grocery store that's right over there, right, and saying to these guys, hey, like, do you need people for like a one or two times a week? Like, do you need people to help augment your labor pool? But if I do that, I'm concerned I'm going to lose my benefits, and I can't subsist off of 2 days a week. So I'm caught in this labor trap. I'm caught in this kind of welfare trap situation where, like, I want to participate in the society around me. I want to help the people who uh, uh, who are doing this essential work, who are distributing food into our society. And I want to assist, but I can't. I'm worried that if I do so, I will be punished for it, or I will the income source I have will be removed or threatened. And uh, and this is an insane way to build a society. And this is something, and there is going to be a reckoning on this, in my view, right? Like, you can't ask regular people who are working a job that they were told was like, oh, well, anyone can do that job. What a normal minimum wage job. And then suddenly a crisis arises, uh, uh, and suddenly they go from, oh, you're just a disposable, expendable minimum wage worker, to you are an essential component of a civil society, without increasing the pay that they receive, without increasing their compensation, without acknowledging it beyond saying, oh, you're a hero. That's worthless. That is worthless. If you are saying to these people, oh, wow, you're such a hero, you're doing such good work, no, we're not giving you a pay increase, you're worthless. And you're not helping anyone. Certainly you're not helping them. And these are the people who, if anyone is actually going to contract this disease or this virus, and if anybody's actually going to suffer from it, it's these people who are regularly dealing with the public. It's these people who are standing behind cash registers, who are stocking shelves, so that you can have goods, so that you can continue eating food and living something of a normal life. And what we should be saying to these people is, here's your basic income. If you are feeling unsafe, if you are feeling uncertain, if you are feeling that this situation that you find yourself in is too much, then you can simply stay home. You can simply withdraw from the situation. And I've got to tell you, if this results in labor shortages, which it won't, if you ask me, then fine. The crisis that we're in is more important than these sort of petty considerations of worrying about building an economy to benefit a handful of capitalists. That's a petty concern that we need to get over. Right now, we need to be focusing on Justin Trudeau. He's been pressured by the NDP. Even the National Post ran an article on this, saying that Justin Trudeau rejects the idea of creating a universal basic income. And even after the Senate has written him a letter saying you should make this benefit universal. And Justin Trudeau has said repeatedly he is interested in getting money to people who need it. He repeats this over and over again. Getting money to the people who need it. Getting money to the people who need it. The people who are working on your front line need it. The people who are working your jobs, who are getting your food, who are cleaning your stores, who are doing all of this work in the middle of a pandemic need it. They need it. And maybe they don't need it in terms of like dollars and cents, financial, all that kind of stuff. But you know what? They need it to see that there is a society that's not bullshitting them. That when we say you are a hero, we mean it, and we're going to put our money where our mouth is. Because right now, you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing a bunch of indentured servants who are trapped in a labor cycle that they can't escape because it's important for middle-class white people to get food, and who cares about these minimum wage workers? That's what I see. This is why it's so crucial that the CERB becomes a universal program that everybody gets, so that it can help everybody, so that people can make rational decisions, so people can help themselves in the midst of this pandemic, and so that they can ultimately recover from the crisis that is capitalism in the first place. My vote's for NDP next election. I think that's a pretty straightforward vote. Jagmeet Singh is standing up and saying we're going to make the CERB universal. That's his position. He's going to support that position. I don't see any reason to vote any other way than NDP in the next election. The Conservatives are going to take the CERB away, 100%. The Liberals, I'm completely on the fence about. Like, is this just pandemic support? Is this all this? I'm going to put my vote for the people who are going to support the people of Canada. I'm voting NDP. You should too. You should say to these Liberals, if you want our vote, you should make a universal basic income. All right, that's the end of me. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Love you all. Find the people who you love. Have fun.